Gift brought to you commercial-free from all of us at Ocean Spray.
It is one of our favorite stories.
Oh, by the way, here, I got you a little something.
Oh, thanks. That's so nice. I got you something, too.
Oh. You shouldn't have.
You know, there's something special about autumn in New England. When the beautiful fall leaves color the countryside, everyone knows that the time has come for the annual cranberry harvest. And the cranberry growers gather their berries for Thanksgiving celebrations everywhere. But their work is far from over, because as autumn turns to winter, people everywhere prepare their tables for yet another great feast, the Christmas feast. And so, as Jack Frost blows and the air grows cold, the bog freezes over to protect its precious vines. Now, thoughts of the harvest give way to the pleasures of winter. And in the little town of Cranberryport, as in towns and villages the world over, that can only mean one thing. Christmas is just around the corner. Christmas, you feel it in the air. Better write all your letters to Santa. There's shopping and wrapping to do. I bet you'll never believe it when you see what I got you.
What did you get me? Christmas is just around the corner.
Candles are glowing everywhere. Can't wait until that night. Reindeer appear. Christmas, I've been waiting all year. Christmas, time to trim the tree. Christmas, can it really be Christmas? Yes, it's finally here.
My, don't these Christmas tree cookies look good? What shape shall we use next? You choose, Maggie.
They all make such beautiful cookies. I don't know which one to pick.
Get off my pond, you beastly brats!
Oh no, here we go again.
Oh, dear.
If I've told you kids once, I've told you 1,000 times. No skating on my pond!
Uh-oh, here comes Old Man Gray. We better run for
You
it.
better run, you little runs, because when I get my hands on... Oh, yeah!
Uh-oh. He looks hurt. This is bad.
Oh, kids. I hate kids.
Are you hurt, Mr. Grape? I said, are you hurt, Mr. Grape?
I'll be very well indeed when you get off my pond.
mean bog, don't you, Grape? My bog.
Now look here, Whiskers. If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. This is my pond, and you, sir, are trespassing. And that goes for all of you. Now shoo!
And as I've told you 2,000 times, Mr. Grape, this most certainly is not a pond. This is a bog, a cranberry bog, and it is my cranberry bog.
Balderdash!
Balderdash indeed. My father grew cranberries from this bog before me, and his father before him. So I will thank you to leave my property at once.
I will do no such thing. You know very well that this pond belongs to me. Now remove yourself, sir, or I shall have no choice but to bring the sheriff to do the job.
Gentlemen, stop this arguing at once.
Uh-oh.
I will have no more of this bickering. Imagine, it's almost Christmas Eve, and this is the way you behave.
But he...
But nothing, sir. Why, it's positively shameful.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, why don't each of you enjoy a cranberry cookie while we discuss this matter like adults?
Don't mind if I do.
I hate cookies. And now, if you would all just leave my pond...
Bog!
Pond!
Bog!
Pond!
Bog!
Enough! This must be settled once and for all. Now, each of you will return to your home and search your papers for the deed to your property. Then we shall see just who is the rightful owner of this bog.
Pond.
Have I made myself clear, gentlemen?
Yes, ma'am.
Very well. Come now, Maggie.
Bye-bye, Mr. Whiskers.
Goodbye, Maggie.
Goodbye, Mr. Grape.
Goodbye, indeed. Oh, you cheater. Ah!
Fix this. Oh, there we go. Ah, home sweet home. Now, where did I put that deed?
Balderdash! Not a word of it anywhere. What am I to do? If the pond is not mentioned in my deed, is it possible that Whiskers might find mention of it in his own papers? Why, that would be... disaster! With no claim to the pond, I'd never know a moment's peace on a winter's day. Children skating and laughing, day and night, night and day. It's unthinkable! Of course, if Whiskers were unable to locate his deed, then he could not claim the pond as his own. Yes! That's it! I'll see to it that Whiskers shall never locate his deed. Nobody is going to take my pond, or my name isn't Cyrus Grape! Yeah!
Oh, dear. Think, Whiskers. Think. Now, if you were me, where would you have put those papers? Oh, wait. I am me. And I still don't know where they are. Now that just might be the answer. Oh, yes, I'm quite sure I placed the papers inside the... Closet. Ouch.
This is too easy. How could anyone find anything in that mess? What's this? Oh, it's that confounded girl!
Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the... I didn't know Mr. Whiskers liked to build snowmen.
Come in.
Balderdash!
Hi, Mr. Whiskers. I thought I'd drop by and see how... Wow, what happened?
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just looking to find something, that's all.
What are you looking for? Maybe I can help.
Oh, well, it seems I can't find the deed to my property anywhere. And if I can't find the deed, I don't know how to prove that the skating bog belongs to me. And if I can't prove the bog belongs to me, well, it's all just too horrible to consider.
There! Do you think that's what you're looking for?
What's this? Oh, no, it can't be. It mustn't be.
Maybe that is the very paper you're looking for, Mr. Whiskers.
Why, maybe it is at that. Oh, no, I'm afraid it's only a letter.
Don't you think you should read it?
I'm sorry. Read it? Well, if you think I should, let me see. Oh, it's from my sister who lives in the city.
Well, go ahead and open it, silly.
Yes, let me see. It says, here we are. Dear brother, that would be me. I'm writing to bring you good news. Oh, I will be coming to visit you for Christmas. I arrive on Christmas Eve and do so hope to see you at the
Christmas Eve? But that's tonight.
Oh, this is a problem. Why, to think that my sister would only give me a few hours' notice of her visit?
Actually, Mr. Whiskers, your sister mailed this letter to you 2 months ago.
She did? Oh, well, that would explain it, wouldn't it? I suppose I should read my mail from time to time.
Does she say anything else?
Well, let me see. Oh, my.
What is it, Mr. Whiskers?
Well, it seems my sister found my home to be a bit, untidy the last time she visited. Now, why do you imagine she would say a thing like that?
What else does she say?
Well, she says that if I can't take better care of my home, maybe the time has come for me to move in with her so she can better look after me.
Move in with your sister? But she lives in
The city. Oh dear. That is outrageous. I could no more move to the city than I could stop eating Granny's cranberry cookies and celebrating Christmas. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is bad. This is very, very bad.
Yeah, a stroke of good fortune. With Whiskers off living in the city, there would be nobody left to challenge my ownership of the pond.
Bog.
Now, let me see if I can assure that Whiskers' sister finds a very untidy home upon her arrival. Then the pond, that's right, I said pond. The pond will be mine forever!
Here, Mr. Whiskers, have a cookie. It always makes you feel better.
Oh, no, Maggie. I'm much too upset to even consider eating. Maybe just one. I suppose I must keep up my strength during these trying times. Oh, thank you, Maggie.
I simply don't know what all the fuss is about.
But, Granny, Mr. Whiskers' sister wants to take him away to live in the city.
Only because he refuses to clean up that mess of a house he lives in.
But I don't want to live in the city.
Then I suggest you grab him up and get to work. You know, clean the place up.
Of course. If your sister arrives to find a sparkling clean home, there will be no reason to take you to the city.
Really? Yes. I think I see. We'll simply clean my house.
Haven't you ever cleaned your house before, Mr. Whiskers?
Why, of course I have. I sweep it once a year, whether it needs it or not.
So, that's his plan, huh? Ah, not if Cyrus Grape has anything to say about it. By the time I'm finished, there won't be much of a house left to clean.
What is there to say about that Mr. Grape? Mainly he's a meanie of a man. Nasty as a blister is that Mr. Grape. Better to avoid if you can. Watch out for Mr. Grape when he comes onto the scene. No doubt that sour grape will go and do something mean. Don't mess with Mr. Grape or what he's scheming about. He will put you in a pickle and there's no escape. What a stinker! Uh-oh, watch out for Mr. Grape.
I'm really quite excited about our little project.
I'm afraid the project might not be so little anymore.
Oh, my.
Grape.
That's right. Whiskers, Cyrus Grape at your service. And I do so hope you enjoy your new home in the city. Hey, watch it.
Oh, dear. When my sister sees this, she will most certainly take me to the city to live with her. And the children will have no place to skate.
Don't worry, Mr. Whiskers. We'll think of something, right, Granny?
It seems to me that if Mr. Whiskers really wants to remain in Cranberry Port, he would not be giving up quite so easily.
But, madam, it would take a miracle to repair my home by Christmas Eve. How do you imagine it could be done?
Oh, sorry. I'm afraid it can't. Because, wait for it. Wait for it. And that should just about do it. My job here is complete, and I shall be on my way.
Is everyone all right?
I think so.
Well, then, I suppose I'd best begin packing my bags.
What's this?
I don't know. It must have fallen out of the floorboards.
Official paper. I wonder if...
Well, are we going to lollygag about, or are we going to get to work?
But my sister will be here in just a few hours. It simply cannot be done. I'm afraid it's the city for me.
Come on, Mr. Whiskers. It's Christmas. Anything can happen at Christmas. See? The Christmas tree is still standing. Anything can happen.
Well, I suppose so, my dear. But it's going to take a miracle. A Christmas miracle. Well, then, here we are. Home, sweet home.
We'll see about that. Hopefully your house is in better condition than when last I visited.
Yes, I certainly hope it is. Why, it's a miracle.
Did you say something, brother?
Oh, no, nothing. Nothing at all. So, how do you like my house?
My goodness, brother. It's positively festive.
Why, thank you, sister.
Of course, we've yet to see the inside. Shall we go in?
The inside. Yes. I suppose we shall. Now, let me see if I can get this thing never... there we go.
Oh, my goodness. Why, brother, it's beautiful.
Yes, it actually is. Isn't it?
What was that?
I didn't hear anything.
Well then, brother, I think it's time we discuss your future living arrangements.
Now, wait. You've just said my house looks beautiful. There is no reason for you to take me to the city.
Who said anything about taking you to the city? I think you should stay right here. In fact, your house is so beautiful, I believe I shall move in here with you.
My paw. No children. What is that confounded noise? Oh, this will not do. This will not do at all. Get off my pond!
Look! Here we go again.
What are you little trespassers looking at? Now get off my pond this instant, or I'll have you all removed by the sheriff.
Not so fast, Grape.
Sheriff, I demand you arrest these trespassers. All of them.
And why would I do that, Mr. Grape?
Because they are trespassing on my property.
I don't believe you've proven that this is your property, Mr. Grape.
And neither have you, Mr. Whiskers.
What's that, dear? Oh, yes, I believe I do have that here somewhere. Ah, yes, here it is. Let me see. Ah, here we go. Whereas the party of the first part, that's me, ipso facto...
What is all this nonsense? Sheriff, do your job!
Aha, here it is. A moment, Sheriff. You might wish to have a look at this. According to this piece of paper, this cranberry bog belongs to Mr. Whiskers. So it would seem it is you who is trespassing, Mr. Grape.
You see, What? That's ridiculous! There's no way Whiskers could have found his deed. Not after Oh. Fine. I'll go quietly.
Oh, that's a good idea, Maggie.
Mr. Grape? I was wondering if you might care to join us.
You mean you're inviting me to skate with you?
Sure. It's Christmas. You should be having fun.
Yes, please, Mr. Grape, join us.
But nobody has ever invited me to skate. Even when I was a child, the other children never wanted to skate with me. That's why I would never allow the children to skate on my pond.
Bog.
Yes, Mr. Whiskers, your bog.
I think these would fit you nicely, Mr. Grape.
Those skates are for me?
Put them on, Mr. Grape.
Oh, all right. Look, I'm skating.
Sir, I have just one more thing to say to you. Merry Christmas, Mr. Grape.
And so it was that Cyrus Grape became a friend to one and all in the little town of Cranberry Port. And now, when the cold winds blow and cranberry bogs freeze, you can just bet that it'll be old Cyrus Grape himself that will be the very first to remind everyone that Christmas is just around the corner. It's just around the corner. Candles are glowing everywhere. Can't wait until that night reindeer appear. Christmas, yes, it's finally